Hi friends, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. Today we are going to do May currently inked. I have 10 pens inked up and we're going to swatch them. I did lay things out a little differently. I wanted to try some stamps that I got at the Atlanta Pen Show. I think that's it. I mean, I just kind of wanted to use those stamps. So I stamped everything and then we're just going to write out the side of it what the inks and the pens are. So we're just gonna hop right in. I have first, this is Pilot Take-sumi. This is the Iroshizuku line. Okay, so this is the bottle. I love their bottles. They're really nice shape, very heavy, sturdy. I am gonna be using the pens to write with and my Hokoro dip nib with the brush. I just like that for swatching. And then, yeah, and then the pens to write with. I do have a few sample vials. When I do sample vials, I like to use my little kitty that I 3D printed, little vial holder. So this pen is a little extra. It is a Kikuno that I have decorated with some rhinestones with a little flower pattern. I did this one evening. I just wanted to make it a little special. So this is just a clear Kikuno with that pattern. It does give it a little bit more weight, which is kind of nice. These are pretty light pens, but I mean, it was just fun to do. So this is the Pilot. Iroshizuku Take-sumi. And with a fine nib. This is an excellent writer. I love the Pilot Kikunos, and then, you know, this one's just a little fun. I may end up doing the cap at some point, but I was just sitting here chatting with my friend and thought I would, I don't know, dazzle up a pen, make it a little extra. So that is my first pen inked for May. Okay, next up I have an ink that I was sent by a pen friend. Actually, the person who won my last giveaway kindly sent me a whole bunch of inks just as a thank you. I do have that video coming soon. I have it filmed, I just have to get it edited, but she sent me Monteverde Moonstone and I thought this was a great color when I swatched it, so I wanted to ink it up for May. It's kind of a brownish, I don't know, it just has a little bit of something that I was looking for this month. So I have that inked up in my Zodiac Pen Co. Cancer model with the Thunderstorm Mermaid resin by Papa J. This pen is stunning. I love this ink. Monteverde inks tend to be a little wetter, so they do spread out a little bit on the page, but it's not like a matchy match, but I thought that it went well with the theme, the colors, and just, I love this pen so much. I wanted to use it again. Okay, next up, we have an ink that I've never inked before, and I don't know why. It's a beautiful ink. So it is Dominant Industry, the Harbor of Dieppe, or Dieppe. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it's a, I don't know. It's an interesting ink. It kind of has like this orangish color, but also a little pinkish. It's different. So I have that inked up. It's very shimmery. It's a beautiful ink. But it's just like a little bit on the orange side, but also a little bit of pink in there. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's a beautiful ink, and I don't have any idea why I haven't inked it up yet. But it's very pretty. So I have that inked up in my brand new Esterbrook Esty in Kachapuketsu Flower. I love this pen. I have waited for it for 2 years. I missed it when they initially launched it, and I've been looking for it ever since, and finally they re-released it, so I was excited to pick that up. What did I say? Oh yeah, Dominant Industry. And the shimmer is working well in this. It's got a lot of shimmer, but it is holding up very well in this fine nib. Definitely not your conventional pink pairing, but I like it. I think it's fun and very spring. It's funny because I have two pink inks, but I had already had them inked up prior to receiving that pen. So, all right, next up we have another orange. This is a very orangey orange. This one's more of a lighter. This one's a very orange color. So this is Esterbrook Shimmer Tangerine. Again, from my pen friend who sent me the thank you happy mail for the for winning the giveaway. I think these are my only 2 shimmers for this month. This one's a little bit more orange, red. I think swatching the other ink, it looked kind of orange, but when you put this one down beside of it, you can definitely see like the pinkish, like, I think it's pink shimmer in it, which is kind of why I went with it when I was going through all my swatches. But I have this inked up, and this is probably a really good match for the pen, but I have this in my Little Hollow Customs that I picked up in Atlanta last year. I call it Atlanta because there was no name for the blank, and I just named it after where I got it. But this is a Mistress model. So that is my Little Hollow Customs and Mistress with Esterbrook, Shimmer, Tangerine. I don't know if I actually said that, what the name of the ink was. Sorry, it's Esterbrook, Shimmer, Tangerine. But I love these two. Great pairing. Okay, next up we have Platinum Forest Black. Again, from that same pen friend. I did choose several of the inks that she sent me because I was excited about some new color. I mean, I have plenty of inks, but I don't know. I was just, all of these inks really were just like speaking to me when I swatched them out. So I have that ink in my Black Robin pens. This is in the Grand Ophelia model in Elven Lore with a fine nib. I really like that ink. It's kind of like a lighter green as it goes down, but then it dries with that black, dark. All of that line does that. They have like black, lavender black, citrus black. They have a whole bunch of them, and they all kind of start out a little lighter and dry with that like black feel. I love those inks. They're so fun. So that is my Grand Ophelia in Elven Lore with Platinum Forest Black. Okay, next up is also another ink. I don't think I've ever inked this, and it's like almost half gone just because I've given out so many samples of it. It is Troublemaker Copper Patina. I accidentally ripped off the sticker on the top, so it had like the name up here, and I like to swatch the inks so you can kind of see what they look like, but yeah, I messed up the label, so I just made my own because you cannot read what it says there unless you read their language. I don't, so we will swatch this one. This one has a lot of shimmer. It's really pretty. I have that inked up in my Bone Crusher Velma in Jade Shadows. Those like that, when you hit that like bluish, looks so good. And I have this in a medium nib. This is kind of feathering. I could have just had some hand oils or something down there. And with a medium nib. Yeah, it feathered just a little bit up there in the name. Seemed to do okay down here. But that is my Bone Crusher Velma with Troublemaker Copper Patina. Next up, I have Tone on Limbs number 4. So I'm not sure if this has a different name that goes with it, but this has a number 4 on the bottle and the box. So I have this inked up in my Kilk. This is the Dusk version. I love this pen. I've had this inked up for a while, and I can't remember. I think this has my cursive italic from Matthew Chen on it. I'm pretty sure. I had my JJ Lax nib on it and I swapped it out, so I'm pretty sure that this is the cursive italic by Matthew Chen. Such a fun nib, but I don't know if you can see like the different colors in the chromo shading on that ink, but I just thought it would match really nice with some of these lighter colors. I love that pen. Okay, so next up I have Sailor Ink Studio 335. This is a lovely purple. I have this inked up in my Heinz pens, and I believe this is a B24 model. I'm not positive, and I looked on the website, I couldn't find it, but they have a video on Instagram with a picture of 3 of these pens, and I think that was what he brought with them to Atlanta Pen Show, which is where I got this one. But it said it was Blue Bonnet Breeze. So I think this is a 24, a B24 model in Blue Bonnet Breeze. I love this pen, and it has like a fuchsia nib on it with, I think it's a fine nib. It writes a little broader than a fine. So this is Sailor 335. Love that purple. It's so dark and nice. This pen is gorgeous. So pretty. So that is my Heinz pens, inked with Sailor 335. And then we are down to our final two. So next up I have Colorverse Europa. And I love this ink so much. It's just, I don't know, it's one of those colors that are just like different, but it's kind of pink, kind of not, kind of red, kind of a little bit of everything. But it's such a good color. I really like this ink a lot. I may need to get like an actual bottle of it. I have the little bottle that my friend Diana gave me. She gave me like the 5 ml, so I just transferred it because I didn't have any way to store those. So I transferred it into just a 5 ml vial, and I've used about 1 ml of it. I think there's about 4. Yeah, there's about 4 mls left in it. And I have that inked up in my Custom 74. This was a gift from my bestie. She picked this up for me for my birthday. And I love this pen. So this is Colorverse. And mine has a soft SFM. I'm not really sure what that means. Soft fine medium? I have no idea, but it writes lovely. I'm definitely, as you can tell, not a person that needs to be matchy-matchy. I mean, I like it when they match. It's fun, but I also don't care. If I want to use a pen and an ink, I'm going to use it. So this is my Custom 74 Pilot with Colorverse Europa. Okay, and then last up is Twsbi Pink. And I have this inked up naturally in my Twsbi Pink Mini with a fine nib. I think I'm going to swap this nib out maybe after this month and put my, I have a scythe grind on a Twsbi Mini nib. So I think I'm going to swap it out and put that scythe grind in for next month. But for now, we'll just have our little regular fine nib. Twsbi Pink in a Twsbi Mini Pink with a fine nib. I'm like got a lot of fine nibs this month, but actually most of them seem to write broader than a fine. So that is the Twsbi Pink Mini with Twsbi Pink ink. And I will zoom out and show you the overview of everything. All right, so this is my May currently inked and all of my lovely inks and the pens that go with them, but that is going to be our currently inked for this month. I'm really excited to use these colors. There's a lot of I feel like they're a little more maybe jewel toned inks this month. So I'm excited to get into and use these. I can show you what I was doing, what I did last month. I guess I never did like an update on April's currently inked, but what I was doing is watching the inks and then just kind of writing out a little bit about how I feel. And I was doing good until I got to this page, and then I accidentally wrote on, I don't know what I was thinking. I wrote on the back of it. So I meant to write it here. I even had a page saved for it and messed that up. So, but yeah, so this is what I will do to just kind of gauge my feelings on these pen and ink pairings. But that is going to be it for this one. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you all are doing well wherever you are in the world. And I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.